The views expressed in this program do not necessarily reflect those of this station.
Welcome to Insights into Northeast Michigan, a WBKB News public affairs program. Insights deals with the issues affecting those in the community, as well as Northeast Michigan and the state. And now, Insights into Northeast Michigan.
Thank you for joining us. I'm your new host, Aaron Parsegian, for this edition of Insights. I'm joined by Denise Burke. She's an attorney, and her office is located on North 2nd Avenue. Today we're discussing the possible change of North 2nd Avenue from Chisholm Street to the bridge into a possible two-way traffic. So Denise, how are you this morning?
I'm good. Thanks for having me here.
Thanks for being here. So you operate an office located there on North 2nd Avenue, and you are against the change into a two-way street situation.
That is correct. I've had a business on 2nd Avenue, which is 105 North 2nd Avenue, since 2004 when I bought the building.
And so the council originally decided to do this change back in September. And so when you first heard they approved this and they were going to move forward with it, what was your initial reaction?
Well, I was just notified that day that they were going to make a vote on that. And so first I went to the DDA meeting and they had already voted. And so we sat through that meeting and then went to the city council and they were going to take the vote. That's the first I'd even heard of them actually wanting to make this, that they were moving forward with the plans to make it into a two-way. So when they voted, I was very upset that it was a 3-2 vote. I felt that the city council members had already made up their mind, and this was just a formality in regard to the vote. The city council members that voted for it were they were already on the economic development committee and on some of the other committees, and so I felt that they didn't care about what anybody said. They had already made up their mind to do it based upon the other committees they served on. So
you were kind of looking for more input from the people who own the businesses on North 2nd into the city's decision?
Yes, I think the city should have consulted the property owners on 2nd Avenue, not only the people that own the building, but the people that live down on 2nd Avenue. If you don't know, or if the public doesn't know, the bottom level are zoned commercial and the upper levels are zoned residential. So you have businesses and people living down there, and it would greatly affect both of them, and they should have been consulted, and the city council should have asked us, what is the day-to-day life? How would this affect you? Can we in reality even do this?
And so you've been operating your practice down there since 2004, and you obviously know your neighbors and the people around you, and how did they feel about it?
I have not found one person down there, that business owner on 2nd Avenue, that agrees with this. 2nd Avenue is a very special street because we have outdoor restaurants, we have people living down there, it's very busy with deliveries, and to make it a two-way is going to affect our business negatively, not increase it, which is what they tell us that they want to do it to increase business.
And in your opinion, what's the most negative impact something like this could have?
Negative is, first of all, it's going to take away almost all the parking down there. Second of all, there's not going to be much buffer zone between the traffic and the people that are eating at Fresh Palette or eating or even sitting out on the roadway. It's going to make traffic congested. You're not going to be able to move, because when you come to Chisholm, you have to turn left or right. There's not going to be a turn lane, and so people are going to be blocked, and there's not going to be anywhere for them to go. So you're not going to get deliveries in there. You're not going to get traffic flow. It's going to be bad for the people that are sitting out and trying to relax and enjoy lunch.
And so when this originally happened, you and a few of the business owners had plans to draft some sort of injunction to prevent the city, who was trying to move forward pretty quickly with the process.
Right. Initially, when we were at the city council meeting and they just took a vote, and we realized that they had already made up their mind and they were going to start at the work that Monday. So within a week, they were going to start changing the streets. We had a meeting the next day with the store owners, property owners, and we decided to do an injunction only to stop them so they can hear what we had to say and try to get regrouped and present them evidence that this is not a good idea. Well, they, on their own, decided not to go forward with it until next year, and they stalled it, which gave us enough time to regroup. I've read every single one of their studies that they based upon, and we've been able to talk to some of the council members, and we're gonna have a town hall meeting coming up soon. So the injunction wasn't necessary because they stalled themselves.
And so moving forward, the city has approved the change over, but they're waiting until 2017 to do it to kind of get past those winter months. What do you want out of these next few months for the city to do? Maybe listen to you more, listen to business owners more. What do you expect to get out of it?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to have a town hall meeting sometime before the end of the year with the public. A lot of people called my office, even public members, not only business owners, but public. And we want to try to get them involved and see where we need to go. We may have asked that it be put on the ballot, get enough petition going, enough signatures to have it put on to vote for downtown, or we may solicit. We want them to hear our complaints is what we want. We want them to see how difficult it would be for trucks to turn there in two-way traffic, how difficult it would be to get deliveries, how difficult it's going to be for eating out there, and how it's going to affect everybody involved on 2nd Avenue. We want them to know what our complaints are, and they're not just complaints, they're reality. They don't spend day in and day out on that street. They don't know what happens on that street. So our hope is to get enough support to convince them that this is not a good idea.
And in your opinion, why would the city go through something with this if, as you said, the majority of the business owners are kind of against it?
Well, one, I think that they thought they could slide this through without the business owners even knowing, because they did not notify us that they were going to take the vote, nor the people that live there. I think that the reason they're doing that is the same reason they did it on 3rd, is you had Holiday Inn come in and they wanted two-way traffic to get to their business, so they made that a two-way, that short area. Well, now you have that open spot where Alpena Power was, and they're soliciting people to buy that spot or renovate that spot, and they think, the Economic Development Committee and Target, they think that two-way traffic will help sell that spot. In reality, it won't, and in reality, none of the businesses want it. So it had nothing to do with increasing business. It had to do with some committee members for the economic development wanting to sell certain real estate and make Alpena bigger.
So you'd say there's a disconnect between the city and the business owners that operate?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Denise. We have to take a short break, so stay tuned because we have more insights to come.
Thank you.